Hey everyone, it's Mike again. You're catching me here at church, sitting outside, enjoying the weather and looking at the Bible a little bit. I've got a couple things to talk to you about. Number one, super excited about our service this weekend. It's out at Green Lake. It's going to be at the beach. We're going to enjoy a baptism service together. There'll be music, there'll be sermon just like always, but then we'll celebrate some baptisms, and there's even a church picnic afterwards. I won't go through the details. You'll get an email this week. If you haven't gotten the details yet, you'll see them in the email this week, and you'll know everything you need to know from that. I'm more excited to talk to you today about the sermon from this past Sunday. Last week, I was up north for the week, enjoying an awesome week away, fishing, having a great time. And I came back, and my first church experience back was to watch our service online. I watched Pastor Aaron teach, and it was amazing. I love when other people teach because I'm able to just kind of sit back and relax and learn. And as I listened to him teach, I was inspired. Aaron taught about a woman who anointed Jesus' feet with her hair and with perfume. And it was an amazing teaching because it made me really think about myself. As I listened to the story and then as I explored Scripture myself today, I considered, am I more like the woman in the story, someone who adores Jesus and needs to be forgiven and wants his love, or am I more like the church person in the story? Because the church person was comfortable enough to invite Jesus over to his house and have dinner and let's get together and talk about faith with a rabbi. So probably a good guy, probably a guy who wanted to understand God better, but he still had it wrong. He brings Jesus over and he does nothing really but criticize, and Jesus actually has to reprimand this church person, saying that he's not treating Jesus right and not thinking about things right. And I compared that to myself because I can be a church person, right? Like I work at a church, I teach from the Bible all the time, I start thinking I know stuff, when the story Aaron shared was a great reminder that I don't really have to know anything. I don't have to be a Bible expert, I don't have to be a faith expert, I don't have to be flawless, I don't have to be sin-free. Instead, I need to be like this woman, a person who's struggling and just wants to get closer to Jesus and just wants to follow him. So it was inspirational to me. I hope it's a little bit inspirational to you. If you didn't see it, go to the YouTube page and listen to the sermon, or do what I'm doing right now. You could look it up yourself and read it. It's in the book of Luke. It's chapter 7. It says, a woman anoints Jesus' feet, and it literally will take you 5 minutes to read this week. I encourage you to read it. I encourage you to think about which person are you in the story. The churchy person who thinks they know a lot, or the person who just really wants to follow Jesus the best they can. And then make adjustments. I'm making my own adjustments this week for myself. So read the story, listen to the sermon, and hopefully I'll see you this Sunday out at Green Lake.